Hello and welcome to this online edition of OU Nightly. I'm Tevis Hillis coming to you from my hometown of Lawton, Oklahoma. While COVID-19 restricts us from going inside our studio or newsroom, we're still dedicated to you all to giving you the most important information during these crazy times. We begin tonight with the aftermath of a tornado outbreak across southern Oklahoma and North Texas. We know Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt is touring the damage. OU Nightly alum Bailey Bates shared this photo she snapped of the governor this afternoon while working for TV station K10. Storm chasers captured the video of multiple tornadoes that swept across the southern part of the state. This one hit Madisyn, a town near Lake Texoma. We know 2 people died in this storm and several homes and businesses were damaged. Another storm chaser got this funnel as it briefly touched down near Durant. We know in all that a dozen tornadoes hit the southern Oklahoma, North Texas area. There were also deadly storms in East Texas that took 3 lives last night. OU Nightly Weather will have the forecast chances for more severe weather coming up. Before the storms hit yesterday, Governor Stitt announced his plans to open up Oklahoma after the coronavirus crisis. Now, these plans are met with controversy from the mayors of the 3 largest cities. Mayor Brea Clark of Norman, David Holt of Oklahoma City, and G.T. Bynum of Tulsa all say their cities will remain under the shelter-at-home order previously announced. Those are in place until April 30th. But the governor's announcement would allow nail and hair salons and pet groomers to open tomorrow to customers by appointment only. The governor said in a press conference that he believes Oklahoma is flattening the curve enough to start the reopening of businesses in phases. Brea Clark made this following statement on Twitter: "Why pick fights with the mayors, Governor Stitt? Like OKC and Tulsa, Norman's stay-at-home order will remain in place through 4/30. You may be willing to risk lives by moving forward without proper testing or a plan for contact tracing, but I'm not." The city of Morrow says it plans to cancel its shelter-in-place that was in effect until April 29th and open more businesses. Smaller cities in the Oklahoma City metro are considering similar actions. Here's a look at the current COVID-19 numbers for Oklahoma. There are over 3,000 positive cases of COVID-19. That's 123 new cases today, or a 4% increase. We also know that over 1,800 cases recovered. Deaths from COVID-19 in Oklahoma are now at 179. That is a 5% increase from yesterday, with 9 new fatalities. Since many students are from Texas, we are tracking those numbers too. There are more than 21,000 positive cases in Texas today, with a total number of deaths reaching over 550. The most cases are reported in Harris County, which is the Houston area. Their county judge is now requiring face masks to be worn whenever leaving the house. The number of cases of COVID-19 reached a staggering number nationally, 854,000, and deaths now top 47,000 nationwide. There are several states across the South that are taking steps to reopen their state. International cases also continue to grow. Johns Hopkins University reported over 2.6 million confirmed cases throughout the world, with roughly 186,000 deaths worldwide.
Hey, good afternoon. Happy Thursday to all of you. I'm currently in Norman, Oklahoma at the moment. Temperatures here are in the lower 70s, 72 right now on OU's campus, 73 up in the metro, 80s as you go out towards the west near Elk City, reading at 82, 79 in Lawton. We saw a lot of severe weather yesterday, tornadoes, hail, and wind, and that will be the trend going into tomorrow as well, with a slight risk in eastern Oklahoma, northeastern Texas, and western Arkansas. It'll be very similar to the setup we saw yesterday, with a dry line approaching out towards the east that will bring some thunderstorms and even supercells capable of tornadoes, hail, and wind. So we'll be keeping a close eye on that throughout the day tomorrow. So tonight we'll see a low temperature of 57 degrees. The clouds will be lingering on overnight. It will be breezy at times, winds coming out of the southwest, blowing at 7 to 12 miles per hour. And then tomorrow we might see a few showers, an occasional thunderstorm in the afternoon hours, around 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Our high will be 71 degrees, winds out of the north-northwest, blowing at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Here are the highs across the board for tomorrow. 77 down towards the south near Ardmore, 76 in McAllister, and 60s as you go up towards the north with that northerly flow, bringing in cooler temperatures up there. Rounding out the forecast for the entire week, we are going to see a 40% chance of rain for tomorrow, and that will be drying out throughout much of the weekend and into the early part of next week, where we can see temperatures approaching that 80-degree mark. And that's forecast.
Hey guys, I'm Madisyn Daddario at my home in Prosper, Texas, here with all of your sports for this Thursday. And happy draft day, everyone. The 2020 NFL draft starts today, and the Cincinnati Bengals are on the clock to select the first round pick of the draft. The draft doesn't start until 7 o'clock Central Time tonight. However, it's pretty certain that the first round pick will be none other than Heisman winner LSU quarterback Joe Burrow. Falling behind Burrow, it looks like defensive end Chase Young will go second to the Washington Redskins. And we all know Sooner football knows the first round of the draft all too well. The past 2 years, a Sooner QB has been the first overall pick in the draft, and though that may not be the case this year, don't worry, we'll probably be seeing some familiar faces in the first round. Both wide receiver CeeDee Lamb and linebacker Kenneth Murray are the two Sooners who are projected to go first round. Lamb has definitely been OU's frontrunner in the draft, but all eyes are on K9 because if drafted tonight, he will be the first defensive Sooner to go this early in the draft since 2010. And speaking of first round picks, on this day in sports history in 1989, football legend Troy Aikman was drafted first overall to the Dallas Cowboys. The 89 draft was held in New York City when the now Hall of Fame quarterback was welcomed to the Dallas Cowboys for the first time. And on the topic of legends, Michael Jordan's 30 for 30 series, The Last Dance, premiered this week. This series came at the perfect time to fill the very obvious NBA void. The show follows not only Jordan, but the rest of the 95-96 Chicago Bulls dream team. The show highlights moments both on and off the court, and though it may not be the live sports we're all craving, the series is a great way to pass the time while we are waiting for this season of the NBA to resume. I'm Madisyn Daddario, and that's all the sports I have for this Thursday. I hope you all are enjoying the NFL draft tonight if you're watching, and continue to stay safe in your homes.
I'm going to be watching the NFL draft myself in hopes that CD goes in the first round. Fingers crossed. Now let's leave you on a lighter note. Abandoned animals are finding their forever home during the COVID crisis. Connor Coughlin explains.
In a time of social distancing, these homeless pets at Broken Arrow's animal shelter want social closeness. Jenna wants to feel that closeness too. In a time of physical separation, pet adoption was her solution.
Because we have more time right now to focus on him.
Some animal shelters across Oklahoma have temporarily shut down adoption services to limit close contact. Broken Arrow's police see the shutdown as an absolute necessity.
Our first concern is obviously human safety, trying to keep our employees safe, trying to keep the general public safe. We don't want to be a disseminator of this virus.
And while anxious pets wait for a new home, the shelter's staff continue to care for the orphan animals despite the current crisis.
You can tell how well they keep up our animal shelter and how clean it is and how happy the animals are. I mean, granted, they're in a shelter, so they're not going to be the happiest things till you get them home and love them, but they take really good care of them. And it shows.
As people walk their dogs outside, they are still engaging in social distancing. Even in crisis, no one has left man's best friend behind.
That was Connor Coughlin reporting. If you're interested in adopting a pet, you can contact your local animal shelter. Thanks for watching this online edition of OU Nightly, produced remotely during the COVID-19 outbreak by students in Oklahoma and Texas. This is our last Thursday's newscast for the semester and my last time anchoring as I'm a senior. It's been an honor, so give me a few seconds to say thank you. Thank you to the students who taught me, cheered me on, and even competed with me. You guys have become some of my best friends. Thanks to the teachers who took my Miss Lawton dreams and turned them into Miss America dreams. And thanks to my biggest cheerleaders, Mom, Dad, Mimi, Papa, and Foster. Thanks for always watching and giving the best critiques. So for the final time, thanks for watching OU Nightly. I'm Tevis Hillis. Good night.